The Master Key, L.W. de Laurence. Chapter 7, Lesson 6. Self-control and self-reliance. Motives create interest. It is true that what each seeks will differ. But it is possible that one might plunge about for years before finding out just what he really did want. And under such circumstances, there is one course which is safe. It is more than this. It's wise. And will appeal strongly to the earnest student because it will develop a great self-reliance, poise, and a feeling of power. It's this. Practice thought control and concentration several times a day until you become possessed of calm confidence and are thoroughly convinced of the reality of control of yourself and of others. The fact that you have enrolled as a student of concentration and will culture clearly indicates that your desire for a stronger will is earnest. Therefore, let this earnest desire form the basis of the first exercise. A. On a sheet of notepaper, write out a list of the reasons why you are taking up these lessons. Also, the benefits you hope to derive from them. Call this your list of motives. These motives must not be in any way general motives, but should be concerning matters in which you have a deep absorbing interest. In fact, motives which will move you. Write with the greatest care. Put strong will into your writing. Feel that you are engraving these desires upon your will, as indeed you are. As you doubtless know from experience, resolutions, though easily made, are not so easily continued. But this list, by being frequently reviewed, will be found to form an excellent incentive. This method of reminding oneself of one's pledges is wonderfully effective. And when performed in the proper spirit, with the earnest desire for strong will power, is one which can scarcely fail. Even one reading of the list will spur you on to greater effort, should at any time your interest lag. By repeatedly reviewing these motives, you will soon get to know them by heart, and so be able to recall them at will. As time goes on, new motives will come to you. These, of course, should be added to the original list. as this will do much towards keeping your interest alive and fresh. To serve you as a guide, I have mapped out a specimen list of motives. Excuse me. Now, this list is by no means complete, as it is impossible to tell the whole of anyone's private interests, but it will furnish you with sufficient material to make a beginning. I, and here write your name in full, hereby firmly excuse me, and solemnly resolve to do my utmost to strengthen and increase my present concentration and willpower for the following reasons. I shall gain greater strength of character, so that my every thought, word, and action will be characterized with more power and purpose. I shall become more able to help those around me, and here mention names of definite individuals, as this will make your motive more interesting and personal. Besides, having thought of others will keep your exercising from becoming a self-centered thing. Further, I desire to create for myself an independent position in life. Mention a definite position. Further, I shall gain greater self-control and self-reliance. I shall be able to exercise greater control over others. My personal appearance will be greatly improved. My mouth and jaw will be stronger and firmer. And my whole bearing will denote greater self-confidence and a strength of character. My powers of concentration will be enormously developed. Now, to the foregoing motives, add others which touch you more personally, and about which you alone know. Always bear in mind that your motives must be powerful ones, regarding affairs which constantly engage your attention, and in which you take an engrossing and vitalizing interest. Use your own words in writing out the list. Let them be forceful words. Infuse them with all the power and enthusiasm you can command. Write with the thought firmly in mind that your success in concentration, mental discipline, and will culture largely depends upon the strength and the earnestness of your motives. Never be guilty of base or mean motives. Motives create interest. Interest invigorates the attention, and attention is the lifeblood of the will. Therefore, the purer and nobler your motives are, the healthier and stronger shall be your will. B. The will, like the muscles, can only be developed by exercise, and the development obtained depends very largely upon the amount of consciousness thrown into the exercising. You know that when the arm is flexed in a purposeless fashion, the biceps remain quite soft. But when the same action is performed with will, the muscles are made to stand out hard and firm. You're also aware that regular practice of this exercise in this manner will quickly develop the muscles used. Similarly, when any daily activity is carried out in a listless manner, it lacks vigor and force, but when performed with attention, strongly willed, the action is characterized with a strength and purposefulness which makes it as vastly different from the carelessly performed act as the firm muscle is from the flabby one. Moreover, continued practice of this willed attention assuredly develops the will, because in summoning and holding the attention to the task, the will is exercised, and thereby increases in strength and flexibility. Therefore, development of the attention means development of the will. In everyday life, you have a never-failing supply of opportunities for the practice of willed attention. When you're working or perform any similar act of the daily routine, instead of performing these acts in the usual or perfunctory manner, you should infuse them with life by calling forth the will to focus the attention steadily and strongly upon them, at the same time earnestly affirming, I will to do this act quickly yet carefully. Interest is the key to attention. So should any of these seemingly unimportant acts fail to possess interest to you, you must create it by surrounding the act with thoughts which are of interest to you. Thus, say to yourself, by attending steadfastly to this act, I am strengthening and increasing my willpower and concentration. Recall and apply any of your other motives, and your interest and attention in the task are certain to increase. C. You are possessed of a power which is invaluable, namely, calm confidence. By calm confidence is meant the power of performing every act in a calm, confident manner, so that you are able to accomplish with ease that which was formerly well nigh impossible to you. You can experience this mood of calm confidence by experimenting with exercises given herein. Be seated. Close your eyes. Let there come flowing into your mind, peaceful, inspiring thoughts, such as, I feel much happier. I am confident that I can accomplish any task. Life is so good, so grand, so glorious and beautiful that I cannot feel other than confident and perfectly happy. Repeat these and similar affirmations, each time with renewed earnestness, and you will find that as the thoughts take hold, your eyes will brighten, you will sit up, draw in a deep, full breath, and bring the shoulders back. Your whole body will seem vitalized and tingling with a newfound strength. And you will feel capable of accomplishing any undertaking. You will experience the mood of calm confidence. Lay aside everything else and give this exercise a fair trial. Perform it earnestly and conscientiously. You will experience that buoyancy of mind and body which comes only when you feel thoroughly confident of success. Now, this power of calm confidence is within you. It can be brought forth, and persistent practice is all that is required to make it permanently one of the features of your personality. Cultivate this state of mind assiduously, and you will be repaid 1,000-fold for the time expended upon it. D. When feeling depressed and out of sorts, you have doubtless noticed your breathing is shallow, short, and jerky. Just sufficient to keep the lungs supplied with as much oxygen as will keep you existing. But when you feel capable of accomplishing any task, when certain of success, or when elated over some especially good news, notice how the breathing is affected. It becomes fuller, deeper, more rhythmical, more invigorating. Now, while it is true that your state of mind has this wonderful effect upon your breathing, it is also true that your breathing exercises a remarkable influence over your state of mind. Proper breathing is one of the greatest aids to strong will, because better breathing means better health. And one's willpower depends very largely upon one's state of health. In this connection, the following breathing exercise is simply invaluable for its all-round benefits. Breathe in deeply, quietly, unhurriedly, and rhythmically through your nostrils, affirming, while doing so, I am inhaling health-giving oxygen and greater willpower. Hold the breath and affirm, I am absorbing health and willpower. Now exhale fully with the earnest affirmation, I am breathing out all bodily weakness and weak will. Do not go through this exercise in a casual, matter-of-fact manner, else you will lose its undoubtedly great benefits. Live the thoughts that you are suggesting to yourself. Let yourself feel and realize the sensations which the thoughts are bounded to create. And very soon you will be the possessor of an increased supply of the powers upon which you have concentrated. Practice this exercise at least twice a day. In the morning when you wake and at night before going to sleep. It can also be practiced any spare moments you have during the day, and we found to possess great health value. Apart from its immense value as a willpower builder. E. In the development of will, a certain amount of energy is expended. It's expended, a certain amount of it. Therefore, in order to avoid unnecessary fatigue, economy of energy is essential. This is achieved through the practice of muscular breathing, which removes the possibility of overstrain and also enables you to perform more work with less fatigue than formerly. Try the effect of the following simple exercise. Be comfortably seated. Inhale a deep, rhythmical breath, which will vitalize your whole body. Now, exhale fully and very slowly. As you exhale, let the body thoroughly relax. The head to drop forward, the arms fall listlessly to the sides, the fingers loose of their stiffness, and the face be free from all tension, so that you look and feel thoroughly limp. Close the eyes, as this will help you to realize more fully the sensation of sleep and rest. Hold before the mind a picture of perfect quietness. Carry the thought, I am receiving and absorbing power from this delightful peace. Again, inhale, but do not change the body from its limp position. Relax even more fully than before. Inhale and relax a third time, after which, again inhale, but in so doing, bring the body up and the shoulders back, as in your original position. As is obvious, the foregoing exercise, to be performed correctly, requires the privacy of your own room, but quite an amount of small practices can be had at any time throughout the day without their being noticed. Thus, during your spare moments, cultivate the habit of slightly relaxing. You cannot, of course, become limp, as in the relaxing exercise proper, but just let yourself become less tense all over. Besides being great helps in the economizing of energy, these relaxing exercises possess exceptional value as tonics for jaded and overwrought nerves, and will do much towards developing the mood of calm confidence. The foregoing comprises the students' exercises for this lesson, and they should be performed daily until results are obtained. Perform the exercises as follows. First, read over your list of motives 3 times every morning and evening. 3 times every morning and evening. Second, perform throughout the day 4 or 5 acts with willed attention. Third, summon the mood of calm confidence several times every morning and evening. Fourth, perform throughout the day several acts with calm confidence. Fifth, perform the breathing exercise several times every morning and evening. Sixth, perform the relaxing exercise 5 times every morning and evening. Before commencing each exercise, earnestly affirm, I will to gain strong will power. The performance of one exercise will, of course, indirectly help the performance of the others, but when you have gotten well along, you must consciously endeavor to blend the exercises. That is, when performing one, try to embrace all the other ones. Thus, when reading your list of motives, inhale deeply. Summon calm confidence and attention. When exhaling, slightly relax. While going through the attention and the calm confidence, inhale fully. Exercises. Inhale fully. The attention and the calm confidence exercises, inhale fully, and at the same time recall a strong motive. Perform the acts with the moods of calm confidence and willed attention, held strongly to the fore. Slightly relax each time you exhale. In the breathing exercise, inhale deeply and rhythmically while affirming some strong motive. Inhale, absorb, and exhale with confidence and attention. Exhale very fully and relax slightly. During the relaxing exercise, inhale deeply. Recall strong motive. Feel you are relaxing with confidence and attention. Perform these exercises the same number of times as during the first fortnight. As you develop the knack of performing the exercises conjointly as above, you will experience a growing feeling of power. You will infuse will into every act. The thought, I will to gain strong willpower, by being kept persistently before the mind, will come to possess and dominate the mind, thus enabling you to perform every action with ease and grace. while imbuing them with greater intelligence, vigor, and will strength. By regular practice of the exercises in this lesson, your thinking powers will be greatly quickened and your power of observation wonderfully developed. Consider the important part observation plays in your life. Your actions depend upon it, because before you can act, you must desire. And before you can desire, you must be aware of the things to desire. And in becoming aware, you must use your powers of observation. Besides giving your face an added appearance of strength and character and willpower, the practice of this exercise will undoubtedly develop your self-reliance. It will make you feel more master of yourself and able to judge matters in a much clearer, calmer, and a more collected manner. By conscientiously practicing the exercises in this course of lessons, you are certain to develop willpower and self-control. With increased self-control and willpower comes greater control of others, because in conquering and training the latent and oftentimes rebellious faculties of your mind, you are creating that strength of character and that personality, which holds such great influence with others. Your thoughts will be imbued with greater strength, your speech characterized with more convincing forcefulness, your actions more full of confidence, vigor, and purpose. Thus, others will be made to recognize your power so that they will give you their respect, their esteem, their confidence, and will seek your cooperation and your aid. It is most gratifying to experience the development of this power of personality. And you shall find this one of your greatest encouragements and incentives to continue the study of concentration, mental discipline, and will culture throughout life. Chapter 8, Lesson 7, The Psychological Moment. Next video. The Master Key. L.W. de Laurence. See you in the next one.